So from childhood within human beings, there is already a desire to say God, to find God, to know Him. Being hungry is proof that the concept of food exists. The need to drink is proof that something like water exists. In the same way, even the people of a tribe accepting a creator, or the desire for paradise, which is evidence of a creator, or the desire for eternity, is already evidence of an eternal being and an eternal place. In other words, feeling that need is not actually evidence of atheism, but rather evidence of Islam being the truth. But coming back to what you said, I believe in science. However, science, as we define it, is disprovable and changeable.
Yes, that's right.
Then why do you believe in something that can be disproven in such a certain way?
Then let me ask you this. Why would we become Muslims when it's not certain?
But I just proved its certainty. Can you give me an argument that disproves it?
Here's the thing. The fact that many people are Muslim, I'm not Islamophobic. I'm actually quite open to different views. But as I said, what you just told me is something I can also consider illogical, because I think that there was nothing in the beginning. Somehow, by chance, atoms appeared, and a living being appeared. That living being kept evolving and eventually formed us, and here we are. So, yeah, this is what I believe. And that's why I don't believe that atoms have a creator.
We need to talk about the argument I just gave you, because this argument is so powerful that it's impossible to think otherwise. There must be a creator, a controller. There must be a source, someone who is wajib al-wujud, because there is no other logical explanation. Since the universe is a changing being, atoms are changing, our cells keep regenerating, mitosis, meiosis, we are in a state of constant change. And since that's the case, there has to be a being who creates atoms and matter from nothing, and keeps renewing them and keeps working towards a purpose. You claim that there was nothing before the universe. If the universe was nothingness, everything in the universe was also nothingness. Then shouldn't there be a will who prefers to create?
I call it existence, not creation.
Okay, but who is the creator?
I don't think there is a creator.
How can it all happen without someone? He must be someone who's always been there, someone beyond matter. There's no other explanation for this.
That could be a coincidence. Think of the butterfly effect, for example. That butterfly just flaps its wings. That's what I'm talking about.
But you don't accept the butterfly either.
We can't know that at first. I think science can't know that.
Of course, science can't know that. We're talking about a being beyond matter. A being beyond matter? What is the field of scientific research? It's matter. You look at atoms, you look at subatomic particles, you analyze the points you perceive with your five senses. That's a very good source of research. But it's a source of research which can only perceive the physical world. So saying, I can't find God is already a contradiction. It's illogical, because science can only make observations about the physical world. You said there has to be a butterfly effect for us to talk about it, but you don't even accept the butterfly. Yes, there is a formation, but you say we can't see who created it, and neither can science. I'm also saying that we can't see him, because it's not matter. But reason and logic say that there must be someone, because if we are talking about existence, we must accept the creator. If there is an action, there must be an actor. If there is art, there must be an artist. If there is a letter, there must be a writer. Atoms which don't have a free will are constantly moving in an orderly way. We claim that orderly work can be done through consciousness. If there is orderly functioning, there is someone who orders. If there is a rule, there is someone who makes sure it's applied. Let's say there is strict discipline in a school. The students follow the rules about haircut, wearing ties, and so on. We would say that there is a principle and that the principle is in control there. Similarly, there must be a necessary being who created the universe. This necessary being created the universe. Since rules and order continue to exist, since there is a rule and a process everywhere and we write these laws, then naturally there must be someone who rules, someone who controls.